Hello everyone and welcome back to the Science Corner. I'm so sad to tell you that today is our very last day for the Science Corner. It's been so much fun doing Pebbles, Sand, and Silt with you. I hope you really enjoyed it as much as I did. I enjoyed playing with all the rocks and getting our hands a little bit dirty and exploring our world together. Thank you for all of the pictures that you sent me. For today, we're going to go through our kits and see what we need to return to school and what you get to keep, because you get to keep a lot of this material. So the first thing you're going to need is your big ziploc. Now if you would rather not go through your kit and just return the whole thing to school, that is fine, but I need you to put everything I tell you back in this ziploc, even if you're going to return the whole kit to school. If you don't want to keep anything, that's fine, you can return the whole thing, but you still need to go through and put everything in a ziploc for me. So I'm going to tell you what to go through. There is a checklist on Seesaw for you to go through and check them off. Anything not returned that I tell you to put in the ziploc, we will get in trouble for at school because they need them for next year. So make sure you go through and find everything and put it in this ziploc, so that way when I do inventory, I can find it. So you will need first your Pebbles, Sand, and Silt book. That's the biggest thing, so I'm going to put that in the bag first. You will also need, I'm going to check that off, you will also need your metal spoon. You have plastic spoons, I only need the metal one back. Check it off. You will need your screens, your set of 3 screens. I can see by looking through this bag I have all 3 in here. If you need to open it up to check, you can do that. Then put it in your bag, your set of screens. You will need your hand lens, so your magnifying glass. This needs to come back to school. You will need your containers. You should have 5 of these containers. I'm going to take mine out and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have all 5 of my containers. I'm going to put them in this bag. You will need your small loaf pan. Looks like this. It's a metal loaf pan. That will need to come back to school. You will also need your pink piece of granite. Remember this from the very first one? Our pink piece of granite. That needs to come back. I'm going to put it in my loaf pan. And I will need your set of rocks, your 6 rocks. I'm going to look through mine and see if I can find them. So you should have 2 pieces of scoria, 2 pieces of tuft, and 2 pieces of basalt all in the ziploc together. Just go ahead and put that ziploc in with the granite. Put it in your big ziploc. You will also need all of your vials with lids. So find your vials, put their lids back on. You should have 4 of these. So find all 4. If there's anything in it, just dump it out and stick all 4 of these in your ziploc. So I have 1. Oh, this one has gravel in it. I'm going to pour the gravel out. 2. Put the lid back on. This one's empty. 3 and 4. All right. Okay, there's one more thing I need you to do. So I need to know whose supplies are whose. So I need you to take a piece of paper. It could be any piece of paper. You could use the back of a piece of paper we're not going to use anymore, and write your name on this paper and put it in the ziploc. So I know that you returned your supplies. Miss Bowman. All right, my kit is completely ready to go. I've put everything in here that needs to be returned back to school, and then you're going to bring it over to school, and I will have the bin outside just like when you picked it up, except this time you're putting yours back in. That is all for today. Thank you so much for joining me in the Science Corner. You're welcome to keep any of the supplies left in the basket and the basket itself. You can decide what to do with it. If you decide to get rid of all of this, you can just throw it out. It's your choice. But please, I hope that you would be happy to keep your science notebook so you can remember what we did in the Science Corner this year. I will be keeping mine in a special place so I can remember how awesome this year was. Thank you so much for joining me in the Science Corner. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Don't forget to keep learning. Even though our science corner is over, there's lots of other places you can keep learning. That's all for the Science Corner. Bye!